Hi, precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. We have just completed an unprecedented planetary reboot that has catapulted the Earth and all life evolving upon her into the highest fifth-dimensional frequencies of crystalline solar light we have ever known. This light is now being integrated into our earthly bodies by our I Am presence. This is occurring in alignment with each person's divine plan and our highest good. The influx of this heavenly light is allowing our I Am presence to intervene in our lives in more powerful ways. This is a unique and individual experience for each of us, so we need to pay attention and see how our I Am presence is inspiring us in new heart-based ways. In the United States of America, we are in the midst of a very tumultuous presidential election. This is an important event that will have an effect not only in the USA, but also on governments around the world. I know that there is a lot of concern over who the next president of the United States will be. There is also a lot of fear over how the end result of this election will change people's lives. What the Company of Heaven wants us to remember is that fundamental change never begins at the top. Change of that magnitude begins within a shift of consciousness at a grassroots level and expands into an unstoppable movement. It is true that people at the top who are in positions of power have the ability to wreak havoc on this planet and humanity. But the light of God and the collective consciousness of humanity's heart-based I Am presence is infinitely more powerful than any wayward attempts to create chaos. The frequencies of light we are experiencing since Earth's victorious planetary reboot are greatly assisting all of us in unifying the consciousness of our I Am presence with the mass consciousness of humanity's I Am presence. This is empowering us in extraordinary ways. In order to change what is happening in the outer world, we do not have to do battle with forces committed to creating chaos. That particular focus of our attention actually interferes with our ability to be the heart-based, peace-commanding presence we need to be at this time. Buckminster Fuller once said, "In order to change an existing paradigm, you do not struggle to try and change the problematic model. You create a new model and make the old one obsolete." That, in essence, is the higher service to which we are all being called. What lightworkers all over the world are being asked to do during this election in the United States of America is to be the open door for the light of God. Even though the Company of Heaven is standing in readiness, they cannot interfere without our permission. It is never the intent of these selfless servants of God to interfere with our free will, so they will not tell us who to vote for or what the result of the elections will be. However, once we ask for their assistance, the floodgates of heaven open in response to our heartfelt pleas. The beings of light are encouraging all of us who are able to vote in this election to take advantage of this opportunity. Now that our I Am presence has fully integrated into our earthly bodies, we are being asked to evaluate the candidates through the eyes of our I Am presence. Which candidates resonate in our heart of hearts? Which ones will bring about the highest good for humanity, the USA, the world, and Mother Earth? Those are the candidates that deserve our vote. If you have already voted, you can still participate in this process. If the person you voted for is not who you now feel is the best person to be elected, hold him or her in the light and affirm through your I am presence, thy will, not mine, be done. The company of heaven has given us an invocation that will empower this election process in a very positive way. Please join with me now if you have the heart call to do so. This invocation is stated in the first person so that each of us will experience it personally and tangibly in our own lives. We are simultaneously invoking this light on behalf of all humanity. And we begin. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the divine heart and mind of God. I am also one with the I am presence of every person evolving on earth. As one breath, one voice, one heartbeat, and one consciousness of pure divine love, I invoke my Father, Mother, God, the beings of light associated with divine government to this planet, and all from the realms of illumined truth who are guarding the evolutions of Earth. I also invoke the august presence of the Goddess of Liberty and the Goddess of Divine Justice. Beloved ones, come forth now. As these mighty beings of light take their strategic positions above this planet, I invoke the all-pervading light of the universe, the supreme source of all life, all that is. I now kneel within my heart in recognition of the light of the cosmos. Beloved Father, Mother, God, come now and assert your rightful authority within me and within all of humanity. Show us how to reverently express the perfectly balanced activity of liberty and divine justice in all of the experiences manifesting on earth. O Supreme Light, I acknowledge you in all life, and I give gratitude to the Goddess of Liberty and the Goddess of Divine Justice, as I invoke them and their angelic hosts to amplify the divine qualities of liberty and justice, which I am releasing this day to assist with the co-creation of divine government on planet Earth. This is destined to be a government of the I Am Presence, by the I Am Presence, and for the I Am Presence of humanity. I now invoke the I Am Presence of every person that is in any way associated with the governments of the earth, to direct, sustain, and expand the portion of the divine plan which is that person's destiny. I invoke the Goddess of Liberty and the Goddess of Justice to direct their full gathered momentum of liberty and divine justice into the feelings, minds, and worlds of all governmental leaders throughout the earth. Beloved legions of light, I ask you to expand this activity of light 1,000-fold every single day with every breath I take. until divine government and the patterns of oneness, reverence for all life, divine love, enlightenment, and truth are tangibly manifest in the lives of all humanity. And the heart-based patterns of liberty and divine justice and divine government are the order of the new day on planet Earth. Victory is ours in love governing this planet. Victory is ours in love governing this planet. Victory is ours in love governing this planet. And so it is, beloved, I am. God bless you, dear one. Please stay focused on the light during this critically important week. I look forward to being with you next week.